One other feature of Excel data validation is that it can be used to assist when entering data into a worksheet. Again, let's consider this invoice here, and let's note that our business sells a limited range of items: inkjet cartridges, toner cartridges, laser drums, just a few of these. And on this sheet here, I've typed those. These are all the items that this business sells, so these are the items that would potentially appear in the description field in an invoice. To save the user from having to type these values in every time, I can create this as a selectable list. To do that, first of all, on a new sheet in the workbook, I'm going to type the entries that the user wants to see in that list, and then I'm going to name this range. I'm going to select over the range, and from the Formulas tab on the ribbon, I'm going to click Define Name, and I'm going to call this Products. But I could call it anything that is a valid name, and I'll click OK. So now this list is named. Let's go back to our invoice worksheet, and I'm going to create this as a drop-down list. So let's just remove these entries so that we can enter them in later on using our list. I'm going to first of all select over the entire description column so that the list will be applied to all of these cells, and I'll choose Data, and again Data Validation. I'm going to the Settings tab, and to create my list, I'm going to allow list items. And what Excel wants to know is the source of the list. Where is the list of items that we want to allow the user to choose from? Well, it's in a named range called Products, so I'll type equal and then Products, and then click OK. And now when we click in the description field, you'll see that there's this little arrow icon, and we can click it to see our drop-down list. And when I find the item I want to add here, I'll just click it. And we can go down and add all the items for this particular invoice. And if we put this in the original template, then this would be available for all the items that the user might want to add to an invoice anytime. And the user can go back and delete the entry if they want to, and they can also change it by just selecting something different from the drop-down list. If at any time we add some products to our inventory, we can go back to the product data here. I'm going to insert a row. So I'm going to the Home tab of the ribbon, and I'll click Insert. Well, I clicked it twice. So now I can go in and add some extra items. And because they're added inside the named range, let's go back and see their effect on the list. They're added into the list, so the list has expanded to include these additional items, which can then be selected. This use of data validation is a handy way to limit the content that can be typed into cells in Excel.